Hello my dear students, today I will be doing the class on the chapter adverbs which we have already started in our online class. Still I am going to recapitulate the entire chapter with you. Okay. So what are adverbs? Adverbs, as we all know, are words, or it's a parts of speech which modify primarily a verb, or rather the action of a verb, or it adds something more to the meaning of a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Okay. So those words which modify the meaning of a verb, which modify the action of the verb, or even an adjective or another adverbs, are called adverbs. Okay, now adverbs are of many types, as you all know. Let me quickly tell you about each of them. Adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of degree, adverb of frequency, relative adverbs, and interrogative adverbs. I hope I have not missed out anything. Okay, so these are all the different kinds of adverbs which we will be dealing with. Another type of adverb is adverb of reason. This will be number 8, right? You can see the board. Good. Adverb of reason. So what is the adverb of reason? Adverb of reason logically connect the conclusion with the argument made in the previous sentence. Whatever sentence is there prior to it, the adverb of reason makes a logical conclusion to it. So the adverb of reasons are hence, therefore, nevertheless, and so on. Okay, these are the adverbs of reason. Now let us pick up about each of the adverbs. Adverb of time, they tell us about the time of action. Adverb of place tells you about where the action takes place, the place of action. Adverb of manner tells you how or the way in which the action took place, the manner in which the action took place, how or in what manner. Adverb of degree tells you about the intensity of an action, and it answers the question how much. Adverb of frequency, from the name itself you can understand it indicates how often an action takes place or took place. Okay. Then relative adverbs are those adverbs which refer to the thing or person that the pronoun referred to. The relative adverbs are when, why, and where. Okay. And interrogative adverb, from the name itself you can understand, they are used to ask questions about time, place, manner, number, quantity, and reason. Any question whose like which begins with where or when or how many, okay, they are all adverb of interrogative adverbs. Now let us come to the first exercise. So already the adverbs have been marked. You have to identify the type of adverb. Adverb of manner, degree. Sorry, this is, I'm sorry. Actually, number 2 is in this side. Frequency. Number 2 will be frequency, adverb of frequency. Number 3 will be adverb of degree. Number 4 will be adverb of manner. Number 5 will be degree. Number 6 will be time, adverb of time. Number 7 will be place. Okay, like this. Number 9 will be adverb of manner. How does she swim? She swims better than me. Number 10 will be degree. 11 will be frequency. And 12 will be degree. Okay. Now come to the second exercise. You have to use the comparative forms, the degrees of comparison, the superlative and the comparative degree to complete the brackets which are given. This is also very easy. We have already solved this in our class, but since the video was not uploaded properly, so I'm just making another video for you, for those of you who missed the class. There are 3 blanks, so first blank will be warmly, second blank will be more warmly, and the third blank will be most warmly. Number 2, more and most. Number 3, first blank will be efficiently. Second blank will be more efficiently, and third blank will be most efficiently. Okay. Okay, I think you can hear me even if you can't see the board. First blank will be efficiently, second one will be more efficiently, third one will be most efficiently. Okay. Now come to exercise number C. Replace the underlined words with suitable adverbs and rewrite the sentences. Means you just have to change the adverb phrases which are given into adverbs, okay, according to the meaning. Let us do it. I am just writing the word in your copy. You will write the full sentence by replacing the words in underlined with the word which I am writing. You can write something else as well. But that you have to let me know, okay. Either you can write immediately or you can write urgently. Both are correct. Number 4, presently. Number 5, either you can write hesitatingly or hesitantly. Okay, both are correct. Hesitantly or hesitatingly, both are correct. Number 6, repeatedly. Okay. Number 7, the clothes have to be washed by hand. Now listen to me. Handily is actually an adverb, but handily the meaning doesn't apply here. Okay, so here when you're doing something by hand, that means you have to do manually. So the word will be manually, not handily. Number 8, Martina did her homework, did her work responsibly. Number 9, the old man walked slowly. Number 10, the discussion will go on endlessly. Endlessly. Okay, so here we come to an end of this exercise. Come to exercise number D. Just have to do it in the book. Exercise D and E both you will do in the book. Let me help you with a few of them. Rest you can do on your own. Amir solved the sums accurately. The monster appeared suddenly. It's fun, isn't it? Such easy exercises. There was a vacancy and they employed her temporarily. Temporarily. Number 4, I can play happily with the children for a long time. So number 5 will be, did she lock the main gate securely? And number 6 will be comfortably. Come to number E, exercise number E. So you have to change it into the comparative form. Since I hate driving, I will live closer to my workplace. Okay. So number 1 will be the comparative form of closer. Number 2, I asked her to speak louder as she was not audible. Mother told her to work harder. I should wake up earlier. Okay. Now I'll be continuing with this chapter in my next class. Okay.